Hello, friends, and welcome to another WSIB Truth Matters with Joe Machado on this beautiful Thursday afternoon. I hope you're enjoying your day, and you're probably looking forward to tomorrow because that's the day before the weekend. So I've had a lot of questions over the past few days as to why I think that the WSIB'S appeals branch or appeals division, whatever they call themselves these days, should go for good. I've had a lot of discussions about it, and some people may agree with me, some people may not, but that's okay. We live in a world where we can disagree and still be friends. So I'm going to lay it all out for you. And all of my information that I'm providing is based on over 30 years of dealing with the WSIB on a professional level, also as an injured worker, but also on a professional level. I built the largest paralegal firm in Ontario with over 10,000 clients from every little town from Thunder Bay to Ottawa, Fort Erie, Windsor, and everywhere in between. And my firm dealt with the board day in and day out. And as I like to say, we had the finger on the pulse. And then what I mean by that in business terms is you need to know what they're doing, why they're doing it, how they're doing things, so that you can adjust your business and so on. So, and countless of claims handled personally, not just my staff and my company. So a lot of information considered over the years. And so I have zero confidence in the WSIB's appeals branch. I think it's totally and completely compromised. And I don't expect anything to change in a going forward basis. And it's just, there's only so many times that you can shit the bed and expect that it's going to be okay. These people are dealing with people's lives, your lives, my life. Because when they turn you down, there's consequences. Those consequences cause stress because of delays, because of lack of money and support and treatment, all of those things. So anytime the WSIB makes a decision that is going to have a negative impact on your life, and it always does, there's a whole lot of stress that comes with it. And you know what I'm talking about. So here we go. So the first person who makes a decision in your claim, an entitlement decision, is the case manager. And the way it's supposed to be is that case manager is supposed to assess all of the evidence and go through all of the different adjudicative principles and check marks to make a decision to either grant or deny, whatever the case may be, whatever it is that you're looking for. So that's the first decision. Now, they have this little term they came up with not too long ago. I don't even know why they do it, but they say that the case manager is going to be able to do a reconsideration when they look at your intent to object form. Why would you need to do a reconsideration when you get the intent to object form? Did you do a sloppy job in the first review? Because if it was thorough and all of the evidence was considered, and you as a case manager had sought to obtain any other information that you think would be in the interest of making a fair and just decision, you would do that. Just part of your job. But to lay it out there and let people think that you're going to do a reconsideration, itchy eye. When you receive an intent to object form, that's saying that you did a sloppy job to begin with. Make sense? It makes perfect sense to me. But you know what? That reconsideration is going to take at least another 14 days, according to their timelines. You got 14 days to wait, since you've already been waiting. And we know it's never just 14 days. But anyway, let's give them the benefit of doubt, which I never do. So, if that reconsideration comes back as, we're going to maintain the decision, come on. How many of you have ever had a situation where there was a reconsideration and they reversed their decision? Bullshit. I call bullshit. Never happens. Now you can go to the appeals branch. And supposedly the appeals branch, they're supposed to book, according to their own literature now, they're supposed to have a hearing booked for you within, no, actually, you're supposed to have a hearing within 90 days of appealing. But you know, in the meantime, they know that a certain number are going to give up, quit. Who knows? Is it 50%? Is that number 50%? That are going to give up? Your guess is as good as mine, but you know what? They know. Because they got the data. So they're going to go, we had 100 file an objection, and we reconsidered and denied all of them. And 60 of them decided to continue. So they know 40 didn't. That means they get to save money right off the bat, because they know those other 40, they lost their chance because of appeal time limits. Forget that there may be other important reasons, but you get the point, right? So they know those numbers. Does this instill confidence in an appeal system? Nah. In my professional experience, AROs in the appeals branch, they're loyal to the WSIB. I've been to many hearings, many of them, where I sat down for the hearing, chatted a little bit with the ARO, Appeals Resolution Officer, and my gut told me his mind was already made up as to what was going to happen. So no, I don't trust them. I don't trust the damn thing that they do or say. But I do trust and respect the Workplace Safety and Insurance Appeals Tribunal. Them I do. Why? Because they're lawyers, because they have high regard for the law, because their decisions are well thought out, and they apply the law. They take the time to indicate why they used one policy as opposed to another, or didn't use a policy, or decided to use a particular section of the act. They lay it all out for you in every single decision, because to them it matters. It matters to them. And they're not looking at whether the WSIB has to pay out $50,000 on a case or $1 million on a case. It doesn't mean shit to them. In my experience, over 30 years, they pay attention. They understand what's at stake. They understand the pressures that an injured worker and his or her family are going through. And they do everything they can to do the right thing, to do it in a timely manner, to follow process, to be just, to be fair. So they've got it right. They're more objective when they consider testimony and evidence and how they're going to apply the law and the policies. And they don't leave you guessing as to what happened at the hearing. They will tell you right down to the last detail why they made a decision. And even though in certain cases, it's not the decision that the person is expecting, because not every case is allowed, in a lot of cases, people can live with it. You can leave there knowing that, okay, that was my last chance, and I believe they did a good job. I didn't get what I wanted, but I understand the basis for the decision. I'm going to put a chart on here for you to see something, which is going to blow you away. In the first 11 years of the Workplace Safety and Insurance Appeals Tribunal making decisions that were denied by the WSIB in the first 11 years, you're going to see on the chart, 12,154 decisions in 11 years. Okay? That's 1986 to 1996 and including. Now, if you look to the other column of the chart in red, you look at the 11 years starting with 1997, 32,061 decisions. It nearly tripled. Those are the decisions that the tribunal made. First 11 years, 12,154. Bill 99 was implemented in January of 1998. If you look at the chart, you look at the staggering number of increases in decisions made by the tribunal. What that tells me is that the people down there at 200 Front Street making decisions denied 3 more times the amount they did before the implementation of Bill 99. I would say that's pretty shocking. So, you go to your doctor and your doctor says, oh, okay, I know what you're going through here. I know what the problem is. We're going to try you on these meds. And it doesn't work. So you go back. Doctor, I'm feeling the same. In fact, I'm feeling a little bit worse. Okay, well, you know what? Why don't we try this instead? This might work. Okay. A week later, 2 weeks later, you go back to the doctor's. Doctor, I'm not getting any better, and this isn't working. We all know that it's science. There's no exact or absolute recommendation that is 100%. But you start to lose faith in your doctor after 3 times. It's like, holy crap. Does this guy know what he's doing? Or lady? When you're talking about WSIB, you're talking about, it's not science. You're talking about laws and policies. They're clear. At least they should be. Ambiguity only enters the scene when they want to make interpretations that aren't there. Like their gaming practices and offsetting CBP. They put that shit in there that was never there to begin with, in the law. the room for error should be far less than 3 times. It doesn't make sense to me how they can continue to fuck it up over and over and over. And there's no coincidence. That's why I don't trust them. That's why I think the appeals branch should be gone for good. Save all that money. Hire more case managers and train them to be better at their jobs. Or give more money to the tribunal so they can hire more vice chairs to handle more, to be better. And they're already very good. Why are we going to continue to trust these clowns who have shown time and time again that they're just out to screw you? They don't give a shit about you. You're just a freaking number. The only time they really get it right is when they know how much of a number you are, and they use that to their benefit, to their advantage. That's why they came out with appeal time limits. Why do they need an appeals branch? They've got a case manager and a supposed reconsideration. Then they have Section 121 of the Act, which allows 3 levels within the executive branch to reconsider. They don't need an appeals branch. That all they do there is just waste more time. Time that you need, that you won't get back. And every minute counts. For you and your family, 1 month could be enough to lose the house. Have the car repossessed. Not being able to afford the treatment or dental, whatever, that your family needs. That can make a big difference. So we're supposed to applaud them that now you get a hearing within 90 days? Fuck off. Stop insulting people. Is there a better system? And I was asked this quite a number of times. Yes, there is a better system. We already have it. It's the Workplace Safety and Insurance Appeals Tribunal. Get rid of the board, their mediocre appeals branch. Get rid of them. Because if you go to the tribunal, they already have an infrastructure in place to handle your case and to do it well, to make decisions that you can count on and trust and accept. And they can hire more lawyers if the need arises. And why would this be a good solution? Well, other organizations are doing it. I mean, you looked at the Canada Pension Disability. The decision's made. It's reconsidered within Canada Pension Disability. They reconsidered. You don't like it? You appeal. You appeal to the Social Security Tribunal, which is an independent agency, to review that decision. So you can go into that tribunal and know that you have an independent person, an independent body who's going to look at you and say, okay, objectively, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at the law and I'm going to look at whether or not you qualify. But even then, after that, you can apply for a judicial review within the courts. And the same goes for Ontario Disability Support Program. They do their internal review. And if you don't agree with it, they get one shot. If you don't agree with it, you go to the Social Benefits Tribunal and argue your case, which is an independent body that has the authority to overrule decisions made by Ontario Support Disability Program. And then, if you don't agree with that, or if you think that that somebody overreached in making the decision and didn't adhere to the law, you can ask for a judicial review as well in the courts and have a judge look at it. And the same thing goes for the employment insurance, sick benefit. If they deny you, they do an internal review, a reconsideration. And if you don't agree with it, you can appeal to the Social Security Tribunal, which is an independent body, like the others. And you can also request a judicial review. So there's 3 organizations within our country, within Ontario, where you can request that. Why is the WSIB exempt from that? It shouldn't be that way. They want to continue to screw you over and put their thumb on you. Not only have they taken from you, but they keep taking the money and giving it back to employers. So if there's any doubt in any one of you that I don't have solid reasons to believe that they should be gone, I hope this clears it up. But I can tell you one thing. I didn't just dream this up overnight. As I told you in the beginning, I have experience dealing with these people. And it's a bullshit system is what it is. And the sooner it's done and over with, the better. In fact, if I were handling cases right now, I'd be telling my clients, write the WSIB a letter once they make a decision, the case manager does, and tell them, you give up your right to appeal to the appeals branch, you indemnify them, and you go straight to the tribunal. And don't waste any time with these people. And believe me, the more people start doing that, the sooner their precious appeals branch is going to be gone. But there's other ways to do it. You can join our class action lawsuit, because we're going to start putting them in their place with that. And they can't stop it. So friends, I told you there was going to be prizes. So, as I indicated the other day, I'm going to mention the number 50 somewhere during my presentation. And if you go on the comments, comment on the video and where that number 50 was stated. And so the first person's going to get a $50 gift certificate. Spend whatever you want on whatever you want. You're going to get a 1-year membership in my company, WSIBsettlements.com, which has all the tools that you need to deal with your WSIB case and all the support that you need. And then 5 people are going to get a $5 gift certificate each and a 1-year membership on WSIBsettlements.com. That 1-year membership, by the way, is valued at $215. We charge $17.95 a month. It's a small subscription to get all the benefits and support that you need. I'll put the website on the screen here, and then another 5 people are going to get the 1-year membership at WSIBsettlements.com. So that's 11 winners. So I hope to hear from you and comment on the video and where I said, and I'm just going to go by order. Who the first to comment on the 50 gets the $50 gift certificate, and then I'm just going to go down the list. So anyway, thank you for taking the time to watch this. please subscribe to my channel. I'm growing the channel. It's free, and I want to reach out to as many injured workers as I can to help them, because I know that what we do is helpful. I'm already seeing the results of that, and I want to continue to do that. I've got lots of content, over 30 years of experience to provide to help level the playing field against these people. And if you like my content, give me a thumbs up. If there's a particular topic that you'd like me to talk about, send me an email or put it in the comments. I'll work it into one of my videos. And please share it with others, people that you know that could benefit from this content. And when I started this just a little over 2 months ago, I had no idea. I even said to my wife last night, I said, if you told me I was going to do 50 videos in a little over 2 months, I would have told you were insane. Like totally out to lunch. But it's done, and it's been exciting. I've had a lot of positive feedback. I've connected with a lot of people, and I'm going to continue to do it. So anyway, friends, always a pleasure, and have a great evening. Take care, friends.